Hi, everybody. Welcome to Queers and Soaps. I'm Tommy, and today I'm joined by Angel and Eric.
Jill.
Hi.
We're back for our Glow by Jabot segment where we discuss the teens from The Young and the Restless that were on from 1999 till 2002-ish. So I will roll the credits and we'll get right into it.
Yeah.
So I put a little special nuggets in this for you guys. I felt like the Catherine and Jill scene was like really good that we had to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like crying.
It was good.
I was like, oh, they're hugging. They really do love each other.
That tender moment lasted a minute.
But even
They
when
were
they
yelling
started
at each
yelling
other.
at each other, it was out of care. Like Jill
Right.
was just like
Mhm.
concerned about her, and she was just like, "You're not listening to me." She just like stormed off.
Yeah. I wish I knew their whole history because I know it's complex because it started in like 73. So
Isn't it that Jill was like an esthetician or whatever, or
Mhm.
like, and she worked for Kay, and then I mean I don't know how it evolved, but she ended up having an affair with Kay's husband.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And then I can't believe this when I read it and then saw the clips that Kay like was like basically drunk and like, I'm not giving you a divorce, and she drove the car off the cliff with her husband and killed him.
Nice. Get him.
And she didn't go to jail. Like,
Hey, look, it's that rich people privilege.
Yeah.
maybe she got off because she was drunk, so she was out of her mind or something. I don't
Mhm.
know. Somebody in the comments
Good lawyer.
that was
Good
watching.
lawyer.
We're
What
not
year
gonna
was
say
that? Do you know?
history. You don't have to have watched this show in order to know the history.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what year was that? Do you know?
So I
It was
don't
the
think Kay is an original cast member. I think
No,
she
she
came on
isn't.
once the show went to an hour.
No. The hour was in 80. So Kate came on like maybe
75.
like 6 months 6 months later in 73.
Oh, she did. Okay, I
Yeah,
thought it
she
was
was
2
she
years.
was an original cast member, but she was like very early on too.
Oh, okay. I thought she came on like 74, 75. Like,
No, this all happened. This all happened 6 months after the show debuted.
Oh wow. Huh.
Well, the Jill part, the Jill and Kay meeting part, that part.
Okay. And it was Brenda Dixon.
Yeah.
Or okay, she's the original. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why in our like 70s and 80s seem like so much better than what we've had in like 90s to current?
I don't know. The 90s are pretty
90s are pretty good.
good, at least like the early to mid 90s. And like what we're discussing today, Glow by Joe, I should circle back to that.
Yes.
All goes back to that.
So Kay is back in town, and Mac is happy that she's there, but she doesn't know why Kay left to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But Kay gets bad news that there was like an attack or explosion or something, and that it's very likely that Brock is dead. So now she has to break that news to Mac, who is upset, but she's trying to convince herself that it's not a big deal, and she's not upset.
Mm-hmm.
But by being like, I never knew him, so how could I be sad about somebody I never met? And millions of people have fathers out there that they've never met, and she's like, it was just a person that died on the other side of the world. Like,
And Brock's in some kind of war. He was in some kind of war that killed him, I guess.
I don't know. From what Jill was saying, apparently he goes overseas to help like people that need help. I don't know what kind of help.
Yeah.
The poor, maybe. I don't know. The lepers.
No, I think he helps in like wars, like war victims and stuff.
Okay, is he like in the military?
I don't know if he's that. Like, I don't think he's in the military, but he just helps.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll find out more soon.
Yeah.
Comment below if you know.
Sharon comes to see Kay, and I guess this is where we find out that Sharon actually got her into Walnut Grove. I didn't know that.
No, we knew it. We knew it. It was when she had that conversation with Mac at Crimson Lights and was like, well, you need to go to school, so I'm going to enroll you into Walnut Grove. And Mac was like, what?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't remember I remember her saying like, if you need anything, you know, I'll be here for you,
Mhm.
whatever. Just ask.
It was in the
I
first
think
one.
that was
think.
like 2 parts ago. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Billy's living at the Abbott Mansion, not the Jabot Mansion.
Jabot.
He's so angry. He just hates Jill.
Did you like the little Ashley breakfast scene, Eric?
Mhm.
I sure did. And Ashley in the credits, I'm like, this she looks hot. Credits with that
She
red
was.
on.
Look
The
at her.
French opening credits.
Yeah.
And then like Jill's
That's cute
outfit
or
was
something.
also in the next opening credits, and so was Mackenzie's outfit.
I've never seen Mac and Billy in these credits. I've only ever seen them in like the red credits
Yeah, they were in the tail end. This would be the tail end of these
of that. Yeah.
like credits. Yeah.
Yep.
So we got a lot of like hallway Walnut Grove scenes with Raoul. He's like trying to comfort Mac, and possibly we saw their first kiss in the hallway,
This was their first kiss,
and I didn't hate it.
and Billy was in the background.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like we briefly touched on this. Kay breaks it to Jill that Brock is dead, and they had a very, very nice, comforting scene where Jill was comforting her. Does Jill have like a history romantically with Brock? Did she like do something to like fuck with Catherine? Like she tried to like sleep with him or something?
I don't think she did.
So
I did look it up and I didn't see any signs of that. But I can do it again. I wasn't really looking.
I don't know the timeline of when he was a regular on the show, but I assumed it overlapped with some version of Jill.
Some version.
some version.
Because she knows him, obviously. She had a lot
Yeah,
to say
she
about
did know.
his character and what a great man he was.
Mhm.
But I did like the little digs, not digs at Mac.
Yeah.
She's like, all I have is my granddaughter. She's like, or who you think is your granddaughter? And she was like, no, don't start that. She's like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, I'll back off. She's like, let's just say I believe she's your granddaughter.
Yeah. She's trying not to like upset Kay even more. So she's trying to be nice.
Yeah.
The way Jill can be.
Yeah. But yeah, I love those scenes. It was so well acted. Like I was just, like I said, I started crying. Although I don't know, you probably did because it's the same thing we watched. The audio was off with their mouths, which was annoying me.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And then
Just like
it was for a while.
I thought it was
Like,
something I did, but then it like corrected itself when it was like a different
Mhm.
episode of clips. I was like, oh, it must have been that episode.
Like the last 10-15 minutes.
Yeah. Which kind of took me out of it, but whatever. Still no Brittany.
No, it didn't. No
Still
Brittany.
no Brittany.
No version of Brittany.
None.
No.
JT was mentioned, but we didn't see him.
Nope.
Billy is basically talking shit about Jill, and John's not having it.
Yeah. And Billy's all mad about it.
I know your mother. I know your mother. And Billy's like, yeah, that's why you divorced her.
Yeah, Billy's mad that he's like protecting him or protecting Jill. And he's like, why are you protecting her? Like, she's horrible. She's the worst. Like, what's wrong with you? And he says that she was never there for him, but I'm like, I never seen where she wasn't there for him, so I don't know. She was always fighting for custody of him, I feel like.
They aged him, so I guess we're supposed to believe that the years we didn't see, which was only 2 weeks, the time she wasn't there for him, she sent him away to New York so she wouldn't have to deal with him.
Right. I guess, yeah.
I kind of feel bad for Al because he seems to really like Mac, and I just like, I don't want him to get his heart broken when she realizes.
I know.
Billy.
I'm not a big Mac Billy fan. I always liked Raoul and her.
Were they together for a long time that you were able to be a fan of this?
They were together here and there.
Were they on again, off again?
Yeah.
Oh.
Through the years. Yeah.
Oh.
So it's kind of mixed match, just like on what's the Last Blast Gang, kind of like that.
Yeah, kind of like that.
I always thought Rihanna was Raul's girlfriend the whole time. But even she, I feel like, messes with JT.
Well, remember, there was like an episode that played during COVID that had Brittany with Raul.
Oh yeah,
and that was right before. That was right around the time she started stripping like Nikki. So,
oh, is that when she met her? Oh, I can't remember his name. The guy.
Bobby.
What was his name?
Bobby.
Bobby. Did they ever get married?
No, I think they did get married.
Okay.
Was that the guy from Melrose Place?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Didn't he play Bobby in Melrose Place too?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We need a Bobby. Get that guy.
Get that Bobby guy from
Bobby.
It's always Bobby.
Fuck Bobby Ewing. Get that out of the Bobby.
Yeah, right. I like that guy. I think his name's John Enos. He actually played.
Yep.
He played in Days of Our Lives as one of Susan's love interests at one point too. He played Elvis.
Wasn't he in Elvis?
Yeah. He was in Elvis, yeah.
Really?
Didn't he get nominated for an Emmy for best performance? Because I remember that.
I want to say it was.
Popping up.
It was when Eileen Davidson came back as Susan, the one time. He was in a handful of episodes.
So it was like.
Was that when she? Was that when she kidnapped? When we found out she kidnapped Will?
Not positive.
Okay.
It was 2012, 2013 in that area.
Oh,
I believe.
Wow.
Oh, okay. That wasn't it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Will died around that time, I think, right? Something like.
Oh yeah, it was when she had. Yeah. It was then. It was Susan that had Will.
Yeah, Susan had Will, and then we found out that
it was
Kristen.
Then.
Then Kristen appeared at the end of all of that whole arc.
Right. But yeah, that is when.
He's been in a lot because I've looked him up before. I think he was on Passions for a stint also.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's where he was.
He's around.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of soaps. I like him.
Back
I really need to make appearances.
Bobby.
So Mac is, I guess Catherine's reading it as pushing her away.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really read it.
I
guess
read
it was like, can I have a hug? And she was kind of hesitant. That was her being like, oh, she hates me.
Yeah.
I think that's just Mac being Mac.
Yeah, she's just distant.
She's distant.
Yeah.
I mean, can you blame her? Her childhood was horrible, from what I heard.
Yeah, she wasn't hugged very much or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if we knew this already, but they came to the conclusion that Brock was her father because of a letter that they found from Mac's mother to Brock, I guess. So that's why Kay decided to look for him. And I'm like, you haven't been worried about where your son is this whole time until she came around?
I know. I need some more history because even I think Max says she said that they were close, but how are they close when she doesn't even know where she's at? Because I think they said something like that.
Right.
It is bizarre.
Yeah, and Mac kind of vents to Billy. She's like, I almost wish she just would have left it alone and didn't do it at all.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, why? So that you didn't know he died? Because that wouldn't have changed the fact that he died. If he died.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty much it because Kay then leave.
Hold on, I have a conversation that Raul tells Billy why he likes Mac, and he's like, "Oh, she's like cute and she's so pretty and like so nice," and Billy's like, "I love hot chicks because they're like, it's like you never know if they're gonna like you the next day." I'm like, "What is wrong with you?"
Yeah. They basically made the groundwork for Billy Miller's Billy in this one. Yeah, there we go.
It made me laugh.
I like hot chicks.
I don't know why this made me laugh, but Raul, like after they kissed, they like had like a locker scene, and she was like, "I'm sorry about dumping like all that on you about my dad or my grandmother or whatever. And he was like, "Oh, how was chemistry?" And she was like, "It was cool." I was like, "Was it?" Chemistry was cool. I mean, I know some people like chemistry, but I was like, "Cool." But yeah.
Did I like chemistry in high school? I don't know.
I was never good at science, so.
Certain
No,
sciences
I
I'm
was
good
good at
at, but
biology.
others I'm not. I think chemistry was one of them I'm not good at.
And I had a really rough time with earth science.
Earth science in college, that was the shit. I love that class. I got an A in that class.
But yeah, so it pretty much ends with Kay. I guess she's just going to leave the house, but when she opens the door, there's somebody standing there, and she faints, and it's Brock, and he catches her, calls her Duchess, which I love. I love a little nickname. And I left the William J. Bell credits at the end for you guys.
I wonder where he got that, like, calling her Duchess from.
I don't know. Could you imagine like him as a kid calling her that?
Right.
I feel like an adult
Duchess,
term of
how you
endearment
doing?
for a parent.
I'm guessing Brock had issues with her maybe because of her alcoholism. Like maybe it just caused a rift somewhere
Yeah.
where they just
I would
have that
actually love to
relationship.
see, because I have heard that they had like teased a possible lesbian relationship with Kay in the 70s.
Oh yeah.
I would love to see how far they were able to go before they had to like rein it in.
Yeah.
I never heard that.
Oh, you never heard that?
Fun.
Oh, you never heard that?
Yeah.
That was
Nope.
Yeah. I guess the network got scared and they were like, "No, we can't do that."
Can't do it.
Yeah, it's always the network's fault. People blame the writers sometimes. I'm like, no, the writers want to go there because they want a challenge and they can't because of the networks.
Yeah. So do we think, if you don't know already, Mac is going to be receptive to Brock being alive, or do you think she's still going to be broody and like, "You abandoned me and were never there for me"?
No, I don't think she'll be like that because he didn't even know about her, and she knows that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think she'll be excited and happy.
I know her
and
mom
crying.
shows up in a year or two, and I know she's kind of like distant with her because of everything that happened with them. I mean, she ran away for a reason.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was watching, her mom was around. I don't know what happened with her. I don't know if she died. She just left town.
I don't even remember her mother being around. I don't remember that. Mm-mm.
It was around like 2002, probably.
Oh, I could have stopped around then. I was in and out.
But was there any moment?
Terrible Tom was her stepfather.
Was he on the show?
Who, Terrible Tom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was. What's that actor's name? Well, also, first of all, R.A.P. Oh my gosh, hold on. What's your name?
Roscoe Bourne?
No. Yeah, Roscoe Bourne was the actor I'm thinking of, but the other one is Bo Kaiser, who plays.
Bo Kaiser, yeah.
Yeah.
Plays Brock. Yeah.
Brock Reynolds, just like
Burt
Reynolds.
Right. I forgot about that.
He was on General Hospital too, and he was killed off pretty quick on General Hospital. He was in like 4 episodes and died.
I don't know how I like I went on down a rabbit hole probably. And somehow I got to Sharon Case, and I read she was on General Hospital for like 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
As what's her name? Quartermain. Monica's daughter, Dawn.
Oh, Dawn. I forgot her last name.
I've never seen that. So.
Winthrop? No.
Winthrop. Yeah, Winthrop.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yep.
Good job.
But yeah, was there any scenes that I missed that you guys wanted to mention?
No.
Oh, not that I can think of.
All right. Well, hopefully something more exciting will happen. I mean, these were kind of exciting. We found out Brock was alive.
Yeah, Brock is alive, so. Yay, Brock.
Hopefully we get some movement in their relationships soon.
I didn't remember how he came back that fast. I was surprised because I feel like he just died. And now he's like, oh, I'm here.
Yeah, it was like in the same episode, maybe 2 episodes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's so weird.
It was like her finding out he died in the next episode. At the end, he was there.
Yeah.
Probably a Friday cliffhanger. We don't know.
Probably, yeah.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Well, all right. Well, thank you for joining us for another edition of Glow by Jabot. As always, you can find us on all the socials at Queers and Soaps. And until next time, have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.